Melusine communes with Lysel's. Her heart races as she learns of the
Orpheus, Gith's only son, the tainted blood of the mother. The trait he sought Vlaakith's head in a gay ploy. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know, long ago, Tiamat, the first Vlaakith of many. It is yes, but it was Orpheus was... He convinced it was Kith, yet the Shador, the astral plane would be first. We find he is one, the Gith.
So, the more I do not say, but I digress. Did you want some? Be honest. What do you... Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get...
We must find where Gortash and...
Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have...
The Elder Brain. Netherese magic. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself. But that crown sits on a gargantuan Elder Brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been... As luck would have it,
We'll soon find ourselves near the only kind I have. You'll have to
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and that was last 10 day, though. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back.
Right now.
My wife and kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you...
The place was empty.
Denuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it, unlawfully.
Look, we needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake.
Well, that's all very sad, but I still don't see how...
It gets cold out there at night, Mr. Gregorio. My kids will get sick. Please, we'll stay out of your way. We just need a roof.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my... Look, time is money, and I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property.
You paid us to protect you and your high quality... As I said.
This is the... Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this...
Open up.
Roll in my favor.
better than nothing.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it. Oh, gods. Go talk to Nest.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word.
Donations? Do you know advice? If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor.
You, turn around and everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees. Not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now, are you going to clear off or not?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I suppose that's the subtle approach dispensed with?
Oh, don't be so harsh. It's plain to see that you've turned heretic, even if your friend had kept her mouth shut.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Make trouble.
Just a little sin, Dave, Scotty.
I'm not in the mood.
What a sad situation.
Karen, you know the room. We cook, your wife cleans.
Oh, it's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
Ah! Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be...
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh! Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
What in the hells was that?
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
Stay in this car. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their...
That's curious.
Ready for everyone.
Rechte.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me.
A friend met on the road, my lady. I told you of the stranger in the swamp. They killed not only that fen's hag, but also the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
2 fine trophies. Perhaps I can interest you in a third. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
And we should end it on our terms. Our strength was never numbered, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
I said, step back!
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people. Holy people. If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelny.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith?
Who had more faith than Father Lorgan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our
Bill, I beg you, be quick. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic?
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you.
Decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
I have all the evidence I need.
You don't even have the murder weapon. Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Chares's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I really hope you find something.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. You'd interrupt me for some... Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead...
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
Investigator? That miniature mastodon is about as much use as rats in the pantry or flies in the soup. Father Lorcan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know? Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought. Look, I need...
Please,
How goes the search? Logan's in the room behind us, with Sister Rose. Brilgor's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories.
But his methods need to rest with me. We need change.
I'm ready. This chest is hiding something. Looks like a false bottom.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
I've got it.
Ready. Heading there.
Another fight. Let's go.
What's it gonna take? Beautiful, but terrifying.
I think these were the people Father Logan was trying to help.
Look at these people. These poor people. Copper for your thoughts? Like what? Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like ugh. Misery always touch. The world's my
This place is trapped.
Respite does wonders.
All right. What now? Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? That's curious. So much blood. Must be where Father Logan was slaughtered.
What's that?
Our readers will be outraged. This front page material.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then... How goes the search?
Nothing more against Father Lorcan. I've nothing against Father Lorcan. Ilmater rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change. I warned the temple of exactly this. Exactly this.
Ilmater's edict is to welcome all into his embrace. Salve all suffering.
By allowing his faithful to suffer them.
May Ilmater
To let those thugs get away with this.
Those cogs works for the guild. There's more than one way to skin a crescent. We'll find a way into the city. The most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen Elixir. They want to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Good job. Last us the journey.
Welcome, adventurer. No doubt you came. Yes, I seem to have it all. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? Wonderful. I provide a personalized... Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. When you find the Lordling, tell him...
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Hi!
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with my own eyes, grinning at me like some bloody imbecile. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Gods be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off.
Hi! Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Oh, yay! Want more? Want less? Want to sell?
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
They were big, and they were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of mine. Don't wander around Rivington alone, all right?
Can I help you? Oh, bloody ribs. Sorry, mate. Had a run-in with a mugger. If you need something, ask the missus.
This whole situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back. You should try.
I don't want to leave.
Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gate's protector.
Oh, bloody dogs.
Ah, a new face. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. You do that? Well, if it's not too much bother, yes, I'd appreciate the help. Bring me the letter, unopened, of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
Well, I say, poppycock. I cannot believe I lost my letter.
I'm sure the letters will turn up. Have patience.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
That's curious.
That?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Savages, a lot of them.
rush into their claws again. Another defeat will...
He wants to teach them refugees. We'll have some peace now.
Marching towards the city?
To be within its walls, strong number. At least here we stand a chance.
I bet I could hit that fancy one right on the nose. Pow!
Talk about it.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right? Not enough to organize.
You're being a big...
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Can't talk. I'm sorry.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
Hi. I'm still looking for my mum.
Not asking for much, just a teensy investment to get me started.
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a man.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hell? A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet... So we have decided to protect you. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus!
Can we go?
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just...
Brain juice smells like...
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for us.
You realize she is miming putting on face paint. She has them to sell.
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Then Akabi pities you. Begone, miserable.
Not now. I must...
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Thoroughly magical. Let's have at it.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Gale, the learned wizard, the charming gentleman, the walking apocalypse. Listen, think. If the wizard were given the choice, what food would he be?
Ah, the fruit of scholars. How I long to have a troop of loyal students grace me with apples by the orchardful in exchange for wisdoms imparted. Ha.
Here, the heart is fraught. So let us turn to the joyous. When is Gale happiest?
Bravo. That is indeed where my mind wanders to, when times are hard.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. We often gaze through a veil of roses, but love accepts both the petal and the thorn. Gale, what is his greatest flaw?
Hearing it said out loud. Yes, I fear it is true. Fate seems determined to make a sacrifice of me. But perhaps fate can yet be defied. A perfect score. Seems you know me better than I know myself.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss. Oh, your bond, remember. His throat.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly. I thought you might drown in Shadowheart's dark eyes. Yet you swam to the shores of Gale. I must admit I am surprised, not to mention flattered, elated, and a little frightened. Such stiff competition, and yet you chose me. Then I'm glad to have met your standards, and intend to prove your appraisal more than correct. I am as honored as I am enamored. I'm not the only one who longs for you. Yet you chose me. I thought you might drown in Shadowheart's. Must admit I am surprised, not to mention flattered, that I'm glad. My time is yours. What do you need? I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me? There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. Plenty of them, and all complicated. It's not easy to turn away from one you once loved, but now that I see our relationship with all the illumination hindsight has to offer, I mostly feel only regret. I was not the first wizard to fall under her spell, nor will I be the last. I was an amusement to her. Mortal to be trifled with, amused and eventually discarded. I regret the way I hurt her, of course I do. But she would have seen me destroy myself to earn her forgiveness. There's no love lost between us. None at all. You must know, our relationship is the brightest spot in our otherwise bleak. To know you love me for the man I am and not the magic I command. None have loved me so purely before. You are everything to me. And yet our relationship is only a nascent fraction of what it will become. You give me hope. And I've not had that in some time. What a question. No. You're not the first. Though you are the first since my relationship with Mystra came to its ignominious end. When the true danger posed by my condition became apparent, I had no choice but to sequester myself away from civilized society. A reclusive wizard. Who'd have thought? After so long with Mystra, I have to say the pleasures of mortal love are much sweeter than I remember. Though perhaps that's simply because it's with you. More excited than I've been in months. I can't tell you how curious I am to learn more about the crown. Believe me when I say how important this could be for me, for both of us. Potentially life-saving, so long as we can learn how it could be taken and used.